Well, here we go. We're in the Oakland Coliseum. And game one of the ALCS between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. The ALDS, the divisional series, a best of 7. And you got to win 4. And that'll be hard for the Yankees because the Oakland A's are just that good. And that's solid. Everybody looking forward. In the American League, they know it's going to be, they think it's going to be Oakland and Baltimore. But the New York Yankees right now, they're going to have to, here come the Oakland A's. And right now, Vida Blue will start everything off. Vida Blue, the 1971 Cy Young Award winner. And Vida's pretty good at what he does. He goes with Horace Clarke now. Everybody in Oakland very ready for this. Vida will start off, and that's going to be a strike. A good start off to this ALDS. Remember the divisional series, it's still a best of 7. That'll be fouled off 0-2. New York is going to have to be a lot more consistent than what they were against Detroit. They beat Detroit 3-0, but they only scored 1 inning. They lost 7-3. They gave up 7 and 1 run, but then they were consistent probably most in game 2, the game that they lost. And then last game, struck them out, and that's going to be 1 out. Horace Clarke sits down. Look at Horace Clarke right here. Just watch that one. Good night. I mean, that was easy. Here, 1971, and now here is Thurman Munson hitting 167 in the playoffs. And Munson will be down low, strike 1. Vida Blue starting out. Vida wants to get a lot of ground outs and he wants to last through 7 innings or so. They don't want to make this a crazy bullpen game. That's going to be outside 1-1. Remember, this is the 4th straight road game for the New York Yankees, who won 2 games in Detroit. And that's going to be a strike at the top of the zone, top corner. It'll be 1-2 to Thurman Munson. A little number, and that's a base hit, so Munson will get on first. Remember the New York Yankees, that's Reggie Jackson in right field. The New York Yankees, here's Bobby Mercer, scored 4, they won 4-1 in game 3, but it was all 4 RBIs for one guy, and you'll see him as he bats 7th, as he'll come up. But Bobby Mercer will be up, hitting .250 in the playoffs. For the Oakland A's, this is the first playoff game because they had a bye. Them and Baltimore both. Bobby Mercer, a 3-time All-Star. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning, Vida Blue gave up a single to Thurman Munson, struck him out, that's 2. And he goes down, Bobby Mercer goes down, and Vida Blue with the 2nd strikeout. Now all of a sudden, we have, here's Roy White hitting 167. You can see that they do it in bursts. A swing and a miss there. They have a couple, especially Ron Svoboda. Svoboda is hitting very well. Here's Roy White, 294. 167 for Roy White. And that'll be fouled off nearing the bench and out of play 0-2 quickly. Four-time All-Star, Roy White. New York, he's one of the players. I'm not sure if he was on the later ones that went to 3 straight World Series. That's foul, barely. Oh, I was quiet there because I thought, oh yeah, it was foul. Barely, and if that were fair, look at this. Oh, that might have hit. That might have hit. You know, you got to make it obvious. The 0-2. It'll be 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
That was close. That might have hit. I thought it was obviously. Now it'll be 1-2. And 2-2 by the blue. This will be his 17th pitch in the first inning. Struck him out. All 3 strikeouts. All 3 outs were strikeouts by the blue with 3 strikeouts. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. It is 0-0. Well, here comes Fritz Peterson. He pitched a shutout in game number 1 against Detroit at Detroit. Had 4 strikeouts, went all 9 innings, and didn't give up a run. 1 out of almost every 8 he struck out, and he only walked 1. So now here comes Bert Campaneris. This is a doubles team. The Oakland A's looks like construction workers with their uniforms. And they'll try and bunt. It's rare because they're an American League team that plays a lot like a traditional National League team. They're not very much power, though they do have Reggie Jackson. But Reggie Jackson in this morph is more of a doubles hitter, and that's going to be Bert Campaneris. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bert Campaneris. 1-2, bottom of the first inning, and that'll be on the ground. They're going to force the first play of the day, 1 out. That is the first out of the game that is not a strikeout. There's Campaneris, Rudy, Jackson, Epstein, Salbando, Mangwell, Davis, Duncan, and Dick Green. Davis is the DH. Not much power, but they're very consistent. You got to play everybody here. Here comes Joe Rudy. Fritz Peterson, 4 pitches over, and that's going to be Rudy on the ground again. This will be 3rd to 1st, 2 outs. And that's the thing about Peterson. He can get them to ground out and strike out with less pitches. He doesn't waste pitches too many. Here's Reggie. And they got to be careful on Reggie. He can hit, run. He is fast. Reggie Jackson. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. And Reggie's going all the way to the wall. And maybe, but only a single. He might try and get to second. He'll stay at first. So Reggie with a single. Game number 1. 2-out single. Here comes Mike Epstein. He went right after Jackson, and Jackson, a good base hit there. That's going to be ball high and inside. Mike Epstein. This is a solid game so far. Mike Epstein against Fritz Peterson. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1. As the Oakland A's. Oh, they're going to second. Reggie is out. They get him, and that'll end the inning. Thurman Munson, what a throw. And they get him. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Wow. He looks safe there. Then again, a bang-bang call. Here's Felipe Alou hitting 167. And that's going to be a ball inside as we begin the second inning. New York nothing, Oakland nothing. Vita Blue, it'll be 1-1. Felipe, remember, he got on and he ended up scoring in game number 3 against the Tigers. There's a base hit, so Felipe gets a single. He got on because of an error. And then he didn't do too much, but Felipe Alou, that's a big base hit. So here's Felipe, Ron Swoboda. And then the Miracle Man will be 7th, Danny Cater. Here's Swoboda. That'll be high ball 1. So Vita Blue. New York Yankees surviving the early rounds. The wild card round on the road. And that's going to be a ball there, high 2-0. So Vita Blue's got to be careful here. 2-0 with the man on first. High pop fly. This one is back, and this is, oh, and he lost it, and it goes over, and it was good that it went over. If you're an Oakland fan, because I don't know what, he misjudged it, and it went over his glove and in to the crowd. It's a ground rule double. Here's Danny Cater, the Miracle Man. 4 RBIs all yesterday, and Cater, that's going to be a strike. So with nobody out and 2 on, this is a jam. They can double sacrifice, go up 2-0. And that's going to be another strike quickly, 0-2. Last game, 2 for 3. He hit a 2-run shot, and he also had a 2-run shot to left field. 2-run RBI, so both his hits were 2-run RBIs. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. Danny goes down, and not the magic that he had before. He couldn't even lift it for a sac fly. And a little bit late there, Danny Cater, upset. Tried to lift it. Here comes Jerry Kenny. I don't remember Jerry Kenny really too much. And that's going to be a strike. So Jerry wants to lift it out to right field, probably. Get it up in the sky. The 0-1 with 1 out. Jerry Kenny against Vita Blue. Kenny will foul it back 0-2. The Yankees here in the top of the second inning. 2 on, 1 out. Oh, and Vita didn't get that. Upset he didn't get it. 1-2. High pop fly. This could do it. Let's see. It's short, though. He might not be able to score. Let's see. They're going to throw home. He's coming. He's safe. 1-0 New York. And they dropped it at home. That was Salbando, the catcher. And Mangual, who let the ball go over his head and misjudged it earlier, can't throw him out. It's 1-0 New York. On a sac fly, here's Gene Michael. Vita with 30 pitches. 2 outs. And a strike there, 0-1. So a base hit by Gene can make it 2-0. High and fouled away. Quickly 0-2 to Gene. And Vita Blue giving up a run early. I don't know, he might be pitcher 1, 4, and 7 those games. And that one was up high, Vita didn't like it. 1-0, the 0-2, that's going to be high into left field. Should be able to get it. And they do. That's going to be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, New York 1 and Oakland 0.
Ready to go.
New York 1 and Oakland nothing. Mike Epstein now will come up. Mike Epstein. All these Oakland A's, it'll be the first time that they're up. This is 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Fritz Peterson only 9 pitches early. And low ball 1. I mean, you can't freak out now. New York a 1-0 lead. And this is the first time Oakland has, that'll be a strike 1-1. This is the first time Oakland has really done too much. Ed Drummond behind the plate. I believe Ed Drummond was in Detroit. Mike Epstein hitting fourth. And that's going to be inside. 2-1. Oakland, bottom of the second inning, down 1-0 against New York off a sac fly. It'll be 3-1. Sal Bando is on deck, number 6. So the 3-1. And it'll be 3-2. Could have gone on, and let's see what Fritz does now against Mike Epstein. That's ball 4, and they walk him, and Epstein will go to first. Not what they wanted. The first batter of the inning has walked on, and here's Sal Bando. Sal, first time he's up, and Sal, that'll be to right. A lot of foul territory in these grounds, and that's going to be fouled away. Sal Bando. You have this, and then you have Candlestick Park of the 70s. That'll be the next one. That'll be Bando up the middle. It could be 2. They step on 1, they throw, they get 2. 2 outs. Oh my. Sal hit it where he shouldn't have. Just didn't have the power to get through. They go to second. Second goes to Cater. Who's at first? Here's Angel Mangwal. He was in center field. Mangwal let that ball go over his head. Angel Mangwal, and he let it go over his head. It hit the ground, bounced over. Before 1929, that was a home run. Mangwal to right field, and it'll be 0-2. The 0-2 bottom of the second inning. Fritz wants to get out of this. It's off the glove. Will he beat it out? And he will not. It went off the glove. He picked it up, and Cater threw right there, and it was right on target. We go to the third, and the Yankees a 1-0 lead over Oakland. Clark, Munster, and Mercer. Coming back up here, Horace Clark. And that's going to be down below. Vita Blue not really feeling it tonight. Of course, remember in your first game of the playoffs, it's going to be 2-2, top of the third. Nobody out, nobody on. And that's going to be fouled back. Nobody's going to judge you on your first game, but by game 2, you got to get ready, because in a 7-game series, you can all of a sudden not catch fire. It'll be 3-2. Thurman Munson, he singled in the first. High and foul, right out of play. This will be the 9th pitch. So Horace Clark, Vita Blue already with 42 thrown. And that'll be ball 4, and he walks him. first walk for Vita Blue. Here's Thurman Munson. He singled in the first. 43 pitches, not Vita's best. And here's Thurman, who singled. And that's going to be outside ball one. See, New York is hot. And Oakland is starting. I mean, they're coming cold. They're going to throw to second, and they should get him, and they do. No idea why they did that. They walked him. They walked him, and Horace Clark, why? You got a pitcher that is not doing well at all. And you bailed him out. And you let him go from the windup, and it's going to be 3-0. Struck out in the first inning. The next guy, see, you walked him. It could have been 2 on with nobody out. Now it's 1 on with 1 out. 2 walks in a row. And here's Bobby Mercer, who struck out in the first, and Vita Blue. In the first game of a series, you can't afford to blow your bullpen. That's a strike. Win or lose, they know this for Oakland, but you just got to be able. That's going to be quickly 0-2. Bobby Mercer. 1 on, 1 out. High and lifted it to left field. This one is back, and it is caught. Stay at first, 2 outs. Two walks in the inning, but only 1 on base. It could have been first and third with 1 out, but Roy White, that's a managerial decision. Even if you make it, it would have been a little bit too, Roy White, that's going to be a strike, top of the third. We're going to go natural sound, bottom of the third as I peel the potatoes and put them in the 1 cooker. Fouled back, top of the third. 1 on, 2 outs. On the ground, hit the glove, maybe a little bit there, and they get him out, but it doesn't matter as they do get him out. It was a bizarre play. It was hit sharp to first, and no interference, no anything. 1-0, bottom of the third, natural sound as I peel the potatoes.
Leading off 48, the designated hitter, Tommy Frazier. The catcher, Dave Junkin. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Jeff Green. Leading off the designated hitter, number 24.
So top of the fourth inning, that's a base hit there. Ron Swoboda will be up. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Vita Blue not the best today, and that's going to be a strike. Doubled in the second inning, and if New York starts something here, I mean, runs are at a premium in this league, 3 or 4, and you're going to win. And that's going to be a strike again. Again, you're dealing with both aces. The 0-2. Swoboda will be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doesn't get that. Vita Blue at 99. 60 pitches so far. Top of the fourth. And that'll be high into right field. Let's see. Running after it's Reggie. And the catch. They're going to throw to second. And he will not go. And here's Danny Cater, who struck out earlier in the game. There's Reggie. Here's Danny Cater, who struck out earlier in the game with 2 people on and didn't even get a sacrifice. There were 2 on, nobody out, and he struck out. Now there's 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And that's going to be low ball 1. You still got to pitch around him. You can't look at him as a one-hit wonder or one-game wonder. That's going to be Cater to left field, and he gets on again. A base hit, 2 on with 1 out. I mean, Danny Cater has done a great job. And we didn't really want to see that. There we go. There's Cater. So now here's Jerry Kenny. Jerry Kenny, there is 1 out. Kenny to left field, and that's going to be foul. Oh, near it. He sack fly in the second. He has the only RBI of the game. Vita Blue, 64 pitches. And they fouled it back. The 0-2 to Jerry Kenny. And that's going to be a ball, 1 and 2. Vita Blue. Top of the fourth, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get out of this. He at least wants the second out. 2 and 2. He's trying to go low to get the double play ball. But a fly ball is not too bad. Even if it moves the runner to third, it will be first and third with 2 outs. So it's not a necessity. And they struck him out, 2 outs. Duncan is the catcher. Sorry, I thought it was Salvando. I was wrong. Vita Blue, good night. That's going to be 2 outs. And now, Gene Michael. High ball 1. Michael's 0 for 1. He flew out in the second. Now he needs a base hit. And if he does, then the Yankees are going to score another run. They won the last game 4-1. It'll be low.
Now back, second baseman, 4-1.
So here we go. That was off. It's going to be bases loaded. 2 outs, 1 and 1. Two and 1 now. Vita Blue. Pulled up. So I don't know what happened. I got to take a look. As Burke Panaris, I got potatoes in there and they started to really smoke. That's going to be a bay. Oh, and it's caught 1 out. I got to see what happened with the bases loaded. Let's see. I just got to get up. Oh, right back to Vita Blue, and that was huge. Bottom of the 4th inning. That'll be to right field and foul. I think I know what I want to do. I think I got it wrong. That's going to be over to right field, and a base hit. That's huge with 1 out. He stumbles, and that means he might be able to go to second. He won't. It'll be 1 on with 1 out, and Joe Rudy gets on. Sorry, I'm doing a couple things at once. Sometimes you have to do this. Here's Reggie, 1 for 1. Reggie, and that's a high strike. He didn't like that, but he was taking anyway. Singled in the first. Reggie Jackson against Fritz Peterson. And that's going to be a strike there. 0-2, bottom of the 4th inning. One, 1-2. That'll be on the ground. Could be double play. 4-6-3. That ends the 4th. And Reggie Jackson hits into a double play, and we go to the fifth. And I'm going to switch things around. I'll be back.
Nope, at the ball. Ball one, no strike. That's ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's going to be 3-1 now to Thurman Munson. He struck out and flew out 0 for 2 today. No, that's Bobby Mercer. Munson is 1 for 1. And that's going to be ball 4, and they're going to walk Thurman. Vida's not having a great day. That's his 4th walk of the day. And here's Bobby. That's 4 free base runners here in the top of the 5th, 1-0 New York. Again, New York not getting the people in they should. And that's going to be a strike. Bobby Mercer 0 for 2. And that's going to be a strike again. Quickly 0-2. If Bobby gets out here, that's going to help Vida Blue tremendously. Struck him out, 1 out. Now at any moment, inning can end with a double play, a 6th strikeout of the day. There it is, the 100 mile an hour, 83, the changeup, the difference in speeds, 99. 3 pitches in, all 3. Here's Roy White, he's 0 for 2. That's a Vida Blue we know. And when Vida has to throw in Yankee Stadium for Game 4, you know that that's going to be. Here's Roy White. And low ball 1. 1-1, Roy White, 1 for 4 today. High pop fly. This will be center field. Mangwell will be underneath. Remember, he misjudged one before, and that's going to be out. Number 2. So down he goes. Vida Blue starting now. I mean, he walked the first batter. 3 straight. Here's Felipe. 2 singles, and he scored the only run on a sac fly. So here we go. And that's going to be Felipe to right field, and this will be foul out of play, 0-1. Felipe Alou, the last game he was 0 for 4 and a strikeout. Today he's 2 for 2. Vida Blue almost with 100 pitches in 5 innings. 1-1, top of the 5th inning. 1-0 New York. That'll be fouled it off, 1-2. He's a pitch away from ending this inning. Let's see, the 1-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, it's the Yankees 1 and the Oakland A's 0. Bottom of the 5th inning, it is 1-0. Mike Epstein will start. He walked in the 2nd inning. Here's Mike. Ready to go here is Mike Epstein against Fritz Peterson. And that's going to be a base hit. That'll hit the ground right to right field. So Epstein will get on with a single, very first pitch. And Fritz Peterson has to start wondering, wait a second. There it is. Now here's Salbando, 0 for 1. And Sal. That'll be a strike. Salbando, number 6. He grounded out in his second inning. 1-0 New York. Epstein is on first. That's going to be on the ground. Could be around the horn. 5, 4, 3. 2 outs. That was quick. And the 5-4-3 double play. Look at this. Wasn't even a question about anything. And Mangwell now 0 for 1. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll be a strike for Fritz Peterson here. Angel Mangwell grounded out in the second spotlight, kind of on him, as he misplayed that one ball that went for a double. High pop fly, center field. This is back a little bit and caught. And that'll be the end of 5. The end of 5. It's New York 1, Oakland nothing. Ron Swoboda doubled in the second inning. Swoboda, Cater, and Kenny. Here's Ronnie. And that'll be fouled off. 100 miles an hour after almost 100 pitches for Vida Blue. 1-0 New York, top of the 6th. And that's going to be a ball outside. So you can see the absolute, how should I say, stamina of Vida Blue. 2-1. Blue to Swoboda, and that'll be a strike. 2-2. If he can get the first one, they'd be good, and that'll be on the ground. Picked up, and it's on the ground, and that's it. It's an infield single. I don't think that'll be an error. Oh, they call it an error. Bergkamp and Harris. The error. Yeah, it is an error. And let's see how badly this hurts them. Here's Danny Cater, 1 for 2. Cater, the hero of Game 3 against Detroit, and he had a single last time up, fouled away 0-1. Or if you're Oakland, you really want to win this game 3-1 or 2-1 or something like that. But you can't go down, you can't give up anymore. They throw to first, he's safe. Swoboda is on first. Here's Cater. The 0-1. Fouled it off, 0-2, and now Danny Cater. That was pitch number 100. And this is 101. Low ball 1. 1-2. 2-2. And they're not going to go. Vida Blue to Danny Cater, the 2-2. 3-2. Jerry Kenny, a sac fly and an RBI the last time he's up. I mean, he's tonight, he's next. The 3-2. That's going to be to left field. Will they get it? Will they get it? Will they get it? They will not, and it goes past them. That's going to be trouble. We might have another run here. They're going to come in. Mangwell will come in. They throw home. He will get them at home. Swoboda is gone, and they could have, I don't know. It turned into a little bonus. As he dove, he couldn't get it. The Mangwell, what a throw. And he really atoned for himself. He saved a run there. Oh, no. Jerry Kenny now, 0 for 1. 1 on, 1 out, that's going to be a strike. Kenny, a sacrifice fly and an RBI. 0 for 1 though. By the blue, this will be 106. And another strike, 0-2. Roland and Locker are both up there. And here we go, the 0-2, 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 6th inning. High pop fly. And underneath, they're not even gonna go. That's gonna be an out, 2 outs. Good catch. 7 Yankees left on base today. Here's Gene Michael. Only 2 have made it to base for Oakland. Gene walked into the 4th. I mean, a couple more, but Gene, that's going to be a strike, 0-1. Can Gene make it 2-0? That would be huge. That'll be on the ground. Let's see. Picked up. Nice throw. They get him. That's the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. 1-0. Tommy Davis. Davis, Duncan, and Green. Here's Davis. Tommy, it's going to be down low, 1-0. Now, Tommy Davis was with Baltimore. They want to get the first one on. Davis, that's going to be 2-0 inside. Davis is 0 for 1 today. He's number 12. That's going to be a strike, 2-1. For 1, bottom of the 6th inning. Fouled it back. It's going to be 2-2. The 2-2. Struck him out. That's going to be 1 out, nobody on, and Davis goes down. Big strikeout. Oh, and he got him on the slider. Good night. Fritz Peterson still the starter, and that's going to be a strike as Dave Duncan comes in. Number 10, he's the catcher, is Dave Duncan. I thought it was Salvando. It's not. Salvando, I forget what position he played. But it is Dave Duncan as the catcher. 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be quickly 0-2. Nobody on, 1 out. Fritz Peterson, very efficient. 5 strikes, 2 balls, trying to get Duncan. And that's going to be 1-2. Look at the different pitch counts. 1-2 by Fritz Peterson. No, 2-2, bottom of the 6th inning. On the ground, Duncan will be out. That's easy. Cater will step on first, 2 outs. Fritz Peterson is just doing well. He's just doing very good. And here's Dick Green, flew out in the 3rd. The one when I was trying to make chicken, I didn't even know Dick Green was up. But here we go. Peterson, Green, and fouled it off. Peterson looking good. The 0-1 now to Green. As Oakland is just trying to get on. Early base, 1-1. Green. That'll be on the ground, should be it, and that is, we go to the 7th. York 1 and Oakland nothing. Jim Rowland will come in. It's his first postseason appearance. And he's going to have Horace Clark. Horace Clark stole. I think cost him a run by stealing and then getting thrown out. I don't know whether that was his intuition or not. Low ball one as Rowland will come in. They got to be careful not to give up a run. It's 1-0 New York now here in the top of the 7th. And that'll be outside 2-0. Jim Rowland trying to get his groove on and get his first strike. There it is, 2-1. They were taking until he got his first strike, and he kind of knew it. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Horace would like to get on. And checked it off. Vita Blue is done. Vita Blue only giving up 1 run, but he gave up 100 and some pitches. 110. Rowland. And here's Thurmond. Munson will be up next. High and foul back. He just doesn't have the oomph Vita does to get the strikeout. So he's going to hopefully get the ball on the ground. Or have him chase. 1 out. Horace Clark knew he shouldn't have gone after that. Here's Thurmond now. 1 for 1, a single in the first. He walked. So let's see what he does against Rowland. Here in the top of the 7th. 1 out, nobody on. And that'll be a ball inside. They are just taking pitches. They're not swinging. And Oakland is falling right into it as it's now 2-0, just like against Horace. Thurman Munson against Jim Rowland. 2-1. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. They haven't put the ball in play yet against Jim Rowland. It's all been swings and misses and foul balls. 13th pitch. Struck him out. That's going to be 2 strikeouts. Thurman goes down. And now they go. That's Jim Rowland. Here's Bobby. He struck out the 5th. Jim Rowland. There's going to be a strike there, 0-1. Bobby Mercer. Rowland again, that's going to be a high pop fly. Jackson will be underneath, and he makes the catch, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Yankees 1, Oakland nothing. Campaneris, Rudy, and Jackson. Bottom of the 7th inning, Bert Campaneris lined out, grounded out. Fritz Peterson, 59 pitches. Bottom of the 7th inning, 1-0. Can Oakland get on? And that'll be fouled away, 0-1. So Bert Campaneris, the shortstop, he has an error on the day, but he didn't end up scoring. Campaneris, and that's a base hit. Oh, it's knocked to the ground, but he'll get on. And here's Joe Rudy. Joe to right field, and that's going to be foul. Singled in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2 today. Wow, was this big. Peterson, 63rd. Rudy, base hit here, and let's see where they go. Campaneris will round to go to 3rd, and it'll be 1st and 2nd, as he will stop at 2nd. Joe Rudy. Oh yeah, and that is big. So this is it for Oakland now. Here's Reggie, 1 for 2 today. Nobody out. Reggie pull one inside. They know what's coming up. Fritz Peterson, 2 on, nobody out. They could even go, I don't think they're going to go small ball, but they need a runner on third. And low 2-0. But they allow the bases to be loaded. Fritz Peterson has pitched very well today, but now he's in a jam. And remember, it's all about how you get out of jams in this league. High pop fly, that was a mistake. And he knows it, that's going to be 1 out. They throw to third, nobody moves, and what a mistake, Reggie Jackson. Reggie is upset. So here's Mike Epstein now, 1 for 1, bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Hard hit and foul, 0-1. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Yo 1. That's going to be a strike, 0-2 with 1 out. And here they go, Yo 2. Struck him out, 2 outs. And the first 2 that got on with hits. Now this has turned into a disaster.
Number 6.
Sal Bando. That's going to be a ball. One and 0, 2 on, 2 outs. High pop fly, and he gets out of an inning where he gave up 2 hits early, and that ends, oh my goodness. That was a disaster for Oakland. We go to the 8th.
Now pitching for the 8th.
Bob Locker will come in.
Bob Locker.
Hoping to get another hold here because their bullpen is starting to fizzle with quality people. Here's Roy White. 0 for 3 today, flew out in the 5th. And that's going to be hard hit to right field. Jackson 1 out. Wow, I'll tell you what, if Reggie doesn't make that play, there's trouble. Here's Felipe, 2 singles, and he scored a run. He has the only run of this game. It's a 1-0 game. There have been times and chances. And Locker, that's going to be a strike, a slider. Knowles is in the bullpen. He's warming up. He might come in. Depending on the situation and everything to that effect, especially if Oakland goes up in the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be inside. 1-1, top of the 8th. Felipe Alou, 2 for 3 today. There's going to be a strike, 1-2, top of the 8th. Bob Locker, he wants the out. I thought it was going to be a little more aggressive than that, the 2-2. 3-2. Swoboda's next. Swoboda doubled in the 2nd inning. He had that long fly ball that hit the ground over Mangwall, and Locker 3-0, it walked him. Bob Locker not going well here. Top of the 8th inning, here's Ronnie. Double in the 2nd inning, 1 for 3 today. Bob Locker against Ron Swoboda. So here we go. Low ball 1. Bob is not having the control that he wants or needs right now. It is pressure. It is all pressure as the Yankees have a runner at first with 1 out. On the ground, could be the end of it. There is 6-4-3, and they get the double play, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Swoboda hits into a double play, a standard 6-4-3. Campaneris, a good job starting it, and it's 1-0. Good job starting it. Bottom of the 8th inning, Angel Mangwell. 1-0. Oakland starting to put pressure on Fritz Peterson. Bottom of the 8th, that'll be 1 out as it's hit right to Cater, 1 out. First pitch. Here's Tommy Davis, struck out and grounded out. Oakland's bat's not exactly going far today, and that's going to be a strike. The bullpen, McDaniel and Acker. Remember, it was 4-0 yesterday, then 4-1, and that was it. Now the 1 means something. Bottom of the 8th, the 0-1. That's going to be a ball, 1-1. So Tommy Davis would love to get on. Dave Duncan now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Peterson. That's fair, and they call it fair. And they're going to go around. I was close. I didn't know where it was. First and third now. And sacrifice position now. I don't know. That was a horrible angle. Time to wait on that one. And here we go, first and third. And they're going to bring in a new pitcher with 1 out. So going out, now a new one. Hambright. Hambright was in, he got 1 out in his only postseason appearance. And this is it. Roger Hambright. Bottom of the 8th, 2 on. 1 out. Gene Tennis. Gene Tennis will be up. First at bat of the postseason. He's going to bunt. I can't believe this. He might get on, and it is out. But they score a run, and it's 1-1. Gene Tennis knocked in Tommy Davis. And that's exactly what you do and why they did it. So now bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Here's Burt. He singled in the 7th inning. Burt Campaneris. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. That's going to be ball 1 down low. Burt. That'll be 2-0. Top of of the lineup, 1 for 3 today, a base hit. And Oakland could take a lead. 3-0. Joe Rudy on deck. He has 2 singles tonight. Oakland has come alive here in the bottom of the 8th, the 3-0. And a strike, 3-1. Just like we said, the consistency of Oakland. Anybody can beat you in the bottom of the lineup dead. And now they walk Campaneris 2 on with 2 outs. And Joe Rudy will come up. Here's Joe, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And Roger Hambright, he's got to get Joe Rudy out. Bottom of the 8th, 2 on, 2 outs. Rudy inside, ball 1. You can see the fans now, 2 for 3 tonight. The bullpen of the New York Yankees, the fans of Oakland. They predicted a 5-game winner. Some people said a sweep over the Yankees. And that's going to foul it back 1-1. I was kind of the same thing too. I was thinking, and that's going to be foul 1-2, bottom of the 8th. I was thinking kind of the same thing. The 1-2, down low, 2-2, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. Maybe. They pick it up. They get to first. They get them out. We go to the 9th. The score 1-1. Gator, Kenny, and Michael. Larry Brown is at second base. Here's Danny Cater. He doubled and he singled, 2 for 3 today. Bob Locker is in pitching. So here's Locker now, top of the 9th inning, and that's going to be a strike. So Bob Locker, that'll be on the ground, should be 1. There's Brown to first, 1 out. Brown to Epstein. So Brown, the defensive sub, comes out. Jerry Kenny now, top of the 9th inning, and that's going to be fouled off 0-1. So that's going to be a strike, 0-2, top of the 9th. Here's Jerry. Hit and foul. Top of the 9th inning, 1 out. 1-1. That'll be fouled again. Sorry, the 0-2. The 0-2 down. With 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 9th inning, Locker. That's going to be a line drive. Oh, he got that. He knew where it was. I think he slipped. He lost his balance, but Joe Rudy in left field, he knew where it was going. You notice he just, there it is. I think he kind of slipped. And Gene Michael now with 2 outs, nobody on. Michael, that's going to be a ball down low, 1-0. 0 for 2. He did walk in the 4th inning. He has good plate patience. 1-1 game, top of the 9th. Locker, that'll be a strike, 1-1. So Locker looking good. Started off shaky, but high pop fly. This is deep to left field. Back is Rudy. And a catch. Oakland can win it with a run. They need a run. And if they get it, they win it. The Oakland A's have Reggie coming to bat. Reggie, Epstein, and Salbando. Here's Reggie, singled in the 1st inning. A run wins it. A run wins it, Roger Hambright. Bottom of the 9th. And that's going to be outside ball 1. In the bullpen, McDaniel and Acker. Here's Reggie. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 1-1. Outside, 2-1. That'll be a base hit for Reggie Jackson. And Reggie to first. Bottom of the ninth. So bottom of the ninth now. And here's Mike Epstein, low ball one. Hambright needs a double play quickly if you're a Yankee fan. I mean, you're looking at this is it, really. This is your worst nightmare. You needed more runs earlier, and that's going to be foul 1-1. You needed more earlier. You did, and you didn't get it. And this is what's happening now. 1-1. That's going to be a base hit, and let's see where Reggie goes. Will he go to third? They throw it. He will stop at second. And it'll be first and second. And Hambright is almost done. Jack Acker, this is it. Jack one inning pitched and he gave up a run. It was game 3. But here we go. Here's Sal Bando. The A's, if they score a run, they win. That's going to be a strike. So Sal flied out in the 7th. They could double sacrifice and win this game. The thing they don't want is a double play. The thing that Acker wants is a strikeout or a double play. One of those two. And that'll be high 1-1. This is trying to get Oakland up 1-0. And that's going to be a ball outside, 2-1. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 on with nobody out. Sal is 0 for 3 today. Here they go. Oh, a swing and a miss there, 2-2, the curve. Let's see what they do now. 3-2. Across the plate, it doesn't hit. Angel Mangwell, he could, everybody forget him in the outfield. He could get this thing and be a hero today. The 3-2, bottom of the 9th. And fouled off. Oh, that was ball 4. So Sal knew it. Bottom of the 9th, the 3-2. Fouled it off again. Bando 0 for 3 today. Bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch. Oh, and still alive. Sal is still up. Acker wants a strikeout or a double play. Bando, what's anything else? Oh, that was ball 4. Sal again. They just won't relive this. Jack Acker. That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Remember, 1 run wins this game. Bando will go to first, and he relents on that Angel Mangwell. Anything beyond the infield might be it. Sack fly, whatever, anything can go. Ball 1 inside. They got to groove it here. A walk and the game is over. And Oakland has a 1-0 lead. Here they go. Low ball 2. 2-0. Bases loaded, nobody out. It doesn't get much better than this for Oakland. It's about 99% good for Oakland. That's it, that's the ball game, and Oakland wins 2-1. And they win game one after being down most of the game, 1-0, but they slowly got more people on, and they end up winning 2-1. And that's it. The Athletics win 2-1. Roger Hambright with the loss, Bob Locker with the win. Vita Blue gave up a lot of those hits and run. He gave up the only run, and then all of a sudden, it was the bullpen switch. The Yankees let them down. The Athletics picked them up. And that's going to be it, as it's 1-0 Oakland now in the postseason. And you got to wonder, will New York win a game after that? Well, again, the National League very competitive. The American League, no. Reggie Jackson at the very beginning started out very good, and that was the only run. He did throw somebody out at home. There was the out at home. Good night. And that was it. That was a single that won the game for them. Nobody got out. Bases loaded single. Very quickly. Vita Blue player of the game, even though I don't agree with that. Win was Bob Locker, loss is Hambright. Swoboda 1 for 4 double. Cater 2 for 4 double. Felipe Alou 2 for 3 scored a run. Munson 1 for 2. And he walked twice. He struck out. For Oakland, Mangwell 1 for 4 and RBI. Rudy 2 for 4. Epstein 2 for 3. Walked, struck out. Tommy Davis 1 for 3. Taking a look at the New York Yankees, Alou with 2 hits, Cater with 2 hits. And a double for Swoboda and Cater. Jerry Kenny with the RBI, Hambright with the loss. For the Oakland A's, Rudy, Jackson, Epstein, both all with 2 hits. There it is, and Vita Blue, no decision. Bob Locker the win. Bob Locker, no hits in 2 innings. Came in, did very well. Vita Blue gave up 4 walks. Incredible there. Pitcher analysis. So here we go. That's for all the Yankees. There's Peterson, Hambright, and Acker. And for the Athletics, Vita Blue, Walker, and Rowland. And that is it. If you want to see his batter analysis, there's everything for the A's. Epstein, Green, Davis. You could see that New York really got they weren't consistent. We told you the consistency of Oakland. 10 hits all up and down. And the meat of their lineup looked very good, and just New York died out. It was good enough for Detroit, not good enough for Oakland as the 1971 Divisional Series starts off here. And that's going to be it. 2-1, your final score. Oakland beats New York. I'm going to go eat lunch, go coach some volleyball. It's going to be very good. And here we go. That's going to be it. As we take a look, and you can see Oakland 1-0, best of 7. Still a long way to go. So that's going to be it. We'll see you later. Have a great day.